Corruption and expenses scandal in Parliament continues as a number of MPs continue to use taxpayers' money for their second London homes, despite the fact that they don't need one. Deja vu, or my time machine actually works. We've gone back to the late 2000s with the expenses scandal. This time it's on a whole new level. You had an issue with the MPs' second jobs. You can have a debate about that. You had an issue with MPs getting lobby money. That's a different thing. That's just, no. This one is a grey area and it's a fault of the system. At least 15, apparently now it's 16 that's been exposed, MPs are letting out a London home for more than £10,000 a year while renting another property on taxpayers' money. The whole kind of concept of expenses, subsidies, or essentially taxpayers funding some of the expenses for public servants and all these guys, is supposed to be to an extent like a safety net to ensure that they are carrying out their duties. Same applies if you work for a company that will fund your business trips, or if you go to see a client. I get that, fully understand that. But that's when you need it. There are MPs who live outside of London, MPs for constituencies who are outside of London, taxpayers, we use the taxpayers' money to give them a London home. That's when they don't have a London home. So it should be like that. Right now, there are MPs who have a London home, they're just getting it, they have their own. And they're also getting another one on a taxpayer's money. This is bad. So there are about 13 of them who are Tories, and 3 of them are ministers. There are a couple of them, also the Labour MPs, claiming up to £22,920 a year for rent payments. This is like really bad now, because they are coming back and saying that, well, it's not illegal. But it should be. You should stop it. We should change the system. This is not difficult. It's not that complicated, this part of it, to change, as opposed to all the lobbying stuff or second job stuff. That could be complicated to actually have a debate on about. But for example, Damien Collins has a single largest rent expenses submission, claiming just over £148,000 from the taxpayer over the past 5 years. Now, later, there are a couple of Labour MPs as well. Davis claimed just over £67,000 in taxpayer funding to rent a home between 2017 and 2021. Now, also Clive Betts, another Labour backbencher, claimed just over £44,000 for rent between 2016 and 2018. The same period, he also claimed rental income on a London home. Why? People like Bottomley and the others who come out say, we MPs, we need more money. We can't do our jobs on £70,000-80,000 a year. Okay, it's not just 80,000, because on top of it, you get the expenses. Not only expenses, you also get subsidized food and drinks every single day. Now, if any of you have been in Parliament, you know that food, an actual meal, is so cheap. You could literally get something for £3. Everything. The whole meal and drinks. Like just £3 on the canteen. Simple. Also beer. You could get it for like £2.50 for a pint. These are probably like northern prices, like proper good prices, not like central London prices. And it's based in Westminster. Why do they want more money? Based on, because the claim that they say we need more money to survive, that's different. That's just illogical. There is a debate about getting rid of the second jobs, making the job of an MP a full-time job, and then increase the salary so that to avoid corruption and sleaze. That's a different topic. Because right now, being an MP is not a full-time job. It's a part-time job. It's not even a job. It's supposed to be a public servant. You're just doing your own thing. And you could be a doctor. You could have your local surgery and be an MP at the same time. If you want to make it a full-time career, then yes, let's have a debate about the salaries and also the expenses. Let's sort that out first. But right now, stop taking advantage of taxpayers' money. It should stop, and it should stop right away. If you enjoyed this information, then make sure to click on the thumbs up so that the video gets recommended by YouTube. But also don't forget to, when you subscribe to the channel, if you haven't already, click on this bell. There's going to be a bell. There we go. That's the bell. Click on the bell next. So that's the only way you get notified when we release our daily and regular videos throughout the day. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.